You wake up once, twice, maybe even 4 times a night. You shuffle toward the bathroom in the dark, hoping not to trip. You return to bed, exhausted but wide awake. The clock glows to 17 a.m., then 3:42 a.m., then 5:10 a.m. For many older adults, this becomes the norm. It's just age, people say. Your bladder's smaller now, or this is what getting older looks like. But what if I told you that's not entirely true? What if waking up at night to urinate, what doctors call nocturia, wasn't just a natural part of aging, but the result of specific habits you can change? Is it your kidneys? Your bladder? Or could it be that warm chamomile tea before bed? The truth is, nocturia affects millions, but very few realize that it's often reversible. And more importantly, it's not just a minor inconvenience. It disrupts deep sleep, increases your risk of falling, affects hormone balance, memory, even your heart health. The good news? There are 5 simple changes, non-drug, non-invasive, that can dramatically reduce nighttime bathroom trips and help you sleep through the night again. Let's take a deeper look at what's really happening in your body and how to take back control starting tonight. What is nocturia and why it's not normal? Nocturia is the medical term for waking up 1 or more times during the night to urinate. It's extremely common among older adults, but that doesn't mean it's normal. In fact, waking frequently at night isn't just inconvenient. It's biologically disruptive. Each time you get out of bed, you interrupt your body's deep sleep cycle, especially REM sleep, the phase where memory consolidation, cellular repair, and hormone regulation take place. Over time, this repeated disruption can lead to fatigue, mood swings, poor concentration, and even increased risk of high blood pressure, irregular heartbeat, and nighttime falls, some of the most serious threats to senior independence. And yet, the most dangerous misconception remains. It's just part of getting older. The truth is, many cases of nocturia are caused not by aging itself, but by daily habits you can change. And the sooner you start, the better your nights and your days can become. The 5 hidden habits that worsen nocturia. 1. Evening liquid intake. It sounds harmless, maybe even healthy. A cup of herbal tea before bed. A bowl of light soup. A few slices of watermelon for dessert. But for many older adults, these comforting rituals could be the very reason they're waking up multiple times each night. Your body relies on a hormone called vasopressin to reduce urine production while you sleep. This hormone signals the kidneys to slow down overnight, preserving hydration and allowing you to rest without interruption. But when you consume fluids within the 3 hours before bedtime, this hormonal balance is thrown off. Your kidneys continue filtering at full speed, filling your bladder and forcing you awake. Margaret, 72, thought her night wakings were simply part of getting older. She loved ending her day with chamomile tea and a cup of broth. But when she replaced those with dry foods and set a strict liquid curfew at 7 p.m., her nightly bathroom visits dropped from 5 to 1 within just 2 weeks. Here's the strategy. Stop all fluid intake 3 hours before you go to bed. If you sleep at 10 p.m., stop drinking by 7 o'clock. This includes not only water and tea, but also fruit juices, soups, and water-rich fruits like watermelon, pineapple, and even oranges. If you take medication that causes thirst or are managing diabetes, speak to your doctor. There may be adjustments that help. And keep a small glass of water by your bed for emergencies, but use it only when necessary. It's a simple change, but the results are profound. You'll sleep deeper, feel more rested, and dramatically lower your risk of nighttime falls. In the long run, that means more independence and energy during the day. 2. Late dinner and diuretic foods. Many people eat dinner late without a second thought. But what if your 8:30 p.m. meal is the real reason you're waking up at night? As we age, our digestion slows. Kidney and bladder function change. A meal that once felt light may now disrupt your body's ability to rest and repair. When you eat too late, especially diuretic or salty foods, you keep your digestive and urinary systems working overtime. Robert, age 68, used to eat a typical healthy dinner around 8:30 p.m., salad with tomatoes and cucumbers, white meat, and a cup of green tea. He thought he was doing everything right, but he was waking up 3 times a night. After shifting his dinner to 6:30 p.m. and replacing those foods with gentler options, he began sleeping 6 uninterrupted hours. Why? Because digestion takes 3 to 4 hours, and foods like tomatoes, cucumbers, green tea, parsley, watermelon, and even chocolate stimulate your kidneys to produce more urine. Combine them with salty items like aged cheese, soy sauce, or cured meats, and you're setting your body up for a long night. Here's the plan. Eat your main meal between 5:30 and 6:30 p.m. Choose calming, slow-digesting foods like grilled chicken, sweet potatoes, rice, carrots, oats, or bananas. These nourish the body without overloading the kidneys. And if you take medication with food, consult your doctor. There may be a way to shift meal timing for better results. Dinner shouldn't keep you awake. With the right adjustments, it can support your sleep, not sabotage it. 3. Preventive urination. It's a habit many of us were taught from childhood. Go to the bathroom before bed, just in case. But what if that very habit is training your bladder to misfire, especially at night? This is what doctors call preventive urination. You're not responding to a real urge, but to routine or anxiety. Over time, the bladder begins to adapt. It learns to signal full at smaller volumes, sometimes as little as 100 milliliters, far below its normal 300 to 500 milliliters capacity. The result? False urgency. You wake up at night for no physiological reason. Dorothy, 74, followed this ritual religiously. Even without feeling the need, she would use the toilet before bed. Within 2 hours, she was up again, repeating the cycle. Through simple bladder retraining, waiting until she actually felt the urge, she gradually restored her bladder's true storage capacity. After just 1 week, she was sleeping 5 to 6 hours straight. To reverse this habit, start by trusting your body. Only go to the bathroom when you truly feel the need. If you feel anxious or restless, try gentle distractions before bed. Read, listen to calming music, practice slow breathing. If you struggle with incontinence or take diuretics, speak with a healthcare professional. A guided bladder retraining protocol may help you reset safely. Also, beware the safety net trap. Portable urinals near the bed may seem convenient, but if used unnecessarily, they reinforce the same habit. Use them only when urgency is real. Retraining your bladder takes time, but it works. And when it does, you gain more than uninterrupted sleep. You reclaim trust in your body. 4. Sleeping position. What if the way you sleep is silently triggering your bladder? Many seniors unknowingly sleep in positions that increase pressure on the bladder or restrict circulation, both of which stimulate nighttime urination. Sleeping on your stomach, for example, compresses the lower abdomen, increasing urgency even if your bladder isn't full. Meanwhile, sleeping on your back, especially if you snore or have sleep apnea, can lower oxygen levels and disrupt hormone production, including vasopressin. The most optimal position? Sleeping on your left side with a pillow between your knees. This posture relieves pressure on the bladder, improves circulation, and supports lymphatic drainage, all of which reduce nighttime fluid shifts and urine production. Frank, 71, had slept on his stomach for decades. He was waking up 3 times a night. With some coaching, he transitioned to side sleeping using body pillows to stabilize his position. In 2 weeks, he was down to 1 wake-up and feeling more rested than he had in years. Here's how to make the switch. Use a medium-firm body pillow behind your back to prevent rolling over. Place another between your knees for spinal alignment. For your head, use a pillow that keeps your neck level, not too high or too flat. If you suffer from arthritis or shoulder pain, look into ergonomic pillows designed for side sleepers. And if you snore or have been diagnosed with sleep apnea, sleeping on your side becomes even more essential. It improves airflow, reduces awakenings, and supports deeper REM cycles. It may seem like a small detail, but your sleeping position could be the missing link to a quiet, restful night. 5. Bedroom temperature and sleepwear. You've done everything right. No fluids after 7, dinner at 6, perfect pillows, but you still wake up at night. The missing piece? Your bedroom itself. The body is exquisitely sensitive to temperature. As we prepare for sleep, core temperature naturally drops about 1 to 2 degrees Celsius. This drop is essential for two critical hormones, melatonin, which induces sleep, and vasopressin, which suppresses nighttime urine production. But if your room is too hot or your pajamas too thick, your body can't cool itself. The result? Disrupted sleep cycles, suppressed vasopressin, and more urine output. Eleanor, 69, used to sleep in flannel pajamas under synthetic sheets. Even in warm weather, she skipped air conditioning. She was waking 4 to 5 times a night. After switching to cotton pajamas, lightweight bedding, and setting the room to 65 degrees Fahrenheit, she began sleeping through the night. No pills, no new diagnoses, just temperature control. Here's what to do. Keep your bedroom between 64 degrees Fahrenheit and 68 degrees Fahrenheit, 18 to 20 degrees Celsius. Use breathable fabrics, cotton, linen, or bamboo for both pajamas and sheets. Avoid polyester, microfiber, or fleece, which trap heat and block airflow. Use layers instead of heavy blankets. If you get cold, add a thin throw, not a weighted comforter. And if you take medications that affect body temperature, such as antidepressants, talk to your doctor about options. Sleep is not just about what you eat or drink. It's about the environment you sleep in. Adjusting your room temperature may seem trivial, but for your hormones and your bladder, it could be the difference between waking up groggy or waking up free. The transformation plan. Now that you know the 5 hidden habits that quietly sabotage your sleep, the next step is the most important of all, turning insight into action. Because knowledge alone doesn't change your nights, but consistent action does. The good news? You don't need fancy equipment, expensive medication, or specialist appointments to begin. Everything you need is already in your home. It starts with 5 small changes done daily. Think of them as your personal nighttime checklist. Every evening, before bed, review this. Stop all fluids by 7 p.m. This includes not just water, but tea, juice, soups, and watery fruits. Your kidneys need rest too. Eat dinner by 6:30 p.m. Stick to bladder-friendly foods and avoid salt, caffeine, or hidden diuretics. Give your body time to digest. Only use the bathroom if you really feel the urge. Don't go just in case. You're retraining your bladder to respond appropriately, not out of habit. Set up for side sleeping. Use a pillow between your knees and another behind your back. Avoid stomach sleeping or flat pillows that misalign your spine. Adjust your bedroom temperature to 64 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, 18 to 20 degrees Celsius. Wear breathable sleepwear like cotton or bamboo. Skip heavy blankets and synthetic fabrics. If it feels like a lot, don't worry. Many people featured earlier, Margaret, Robert, Dorothy, Frank, Eleanor, saw improvements in just 1 to 3 weeks, often with just 1 or 2 changes to start. You don't have to do everything perfectly. Just do something consistently. This is not a quick fix. It's a quiet, powerful transformation in how you live, rest, and care for your body. These 5 steps won't just help you sleep better. They'll help restore something far greater: control over your nights, confidence in your body, and freedom from the invisible burden of nocturia. Because better sleep isn't a luxury. It's your foundation for energy, mood, independence, and a healthier future. Are you ready to reclaim your nights? 5 small changes. 1 major shift in how you sleep, how you feel, and how you age. By drinking less in the evening, adjusting your dinner time, retraining your bladder, improving your sleep position, and creating a better bedroom environment, you're not just reducing nighttime bathroom trips. You're unlocking something much more important. You're restoring deep sleep, the kind that repairs your body and sharpens your mind. You're reducing your risk of dangerous falls at night, cutting back on medications, improving your mood, and waking up with the kind of energy that makes each day feel full of possibility. But beyond all that, what you're really gaining is autonomy. Because aging doesn't have to mean surrendering your freedom to the bathroom, to fatigue, or to fear. It can mean sleeping through the night, feeling strong, living on your terms. So let me ask you, which of these 5 changes will you start tonight? And if you know someone, a parent, a friend, a neighbor who struggles to sleep through the night, share this video with them. You never know whose life might quietly change because of something so simple. You deserve better sleep. You deserve better nights. And it starts right now.